Hey everyone, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here to do the leap of faith for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. These are going to be general readings though, so please take what resonates, leave what does not. We will be pulling a collective message and then we'll be going through each sign in no particular order, whatever they want, and I'll timestamp everything in the comments afterwards. Okay, so I will say though, like air signs, I was definitely picking up, like even now that I'm tapping back into it, like there's this very sweet feeling that kind of comes over me. Like there are some things that need to be said, but my heart is pounding like so fast that it's almost like anxiety. Like I need to say something, but I don't know how to say it type thing. So there might be some things around the heart space or emotions that really need to be addressed or spoken about. And like, I feel that either you or someone else in your life are just trying to find the courage or the words to like put it all together so it makes sense. But there is a lot around the heart space and communication that I'm definitely picking up. So we'll see how all of that ties in, but just the general energy right off the bat, like I almost felt the sense of like love just wash over me, but then my heart started beating really fast. So we shall see how all of that plays out. Okay. So that's just a general little energy that I was picking up, but we're going to do the collective first. So this will be for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And this is the leap of faith, y'all. This is, things that Spirit wants us to move towards and embrace in our lives. Things that we can do not only to better ourselves, but to better, the general population and the energy of this world. Like, how do we show up bringing more love into this world, other than following our heart's desire and doing what feels good to us, no matter how crazy it may seem? This is about breaking outside of the box and coloring within our own lines, or breaking free of those lines in general. Whatever your heart's desire is, please do it. Like, Spirit is just asking you, be vulnerable, be authentic, do whatever it is that your heart is telling you to do, and release all fear, all expectations, and any attachments to the outcome, and go for it. Go for it. As soon as I say that, let's see what comes out. The Six of Swords. Yep. Let go of fear and just do it. Just do it. Because there are certain things, okay? Talk about air energy, right? We have the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords. And with the Six of Swords being here too, this really does really clarify that it's like just moving past that uncomfortable energy, moving past that fear, and just doing it. Move forward. Do what brings more light into your life, because honestly, I feel like this is probably the blockage of just staying trapped in that energy of being heartbroken or being a victim and staying up late. Like, how could I have done this differently? Where did I go wrong? How did I miss all these clues? Why can't it just be straightforward? Why can't it just be this? And it's like all these things are coming through the air sign's mind, especially at night. Like when you're trying to lay down, it's all these emotions that are very overwhelming or coming to you, and it's because you can distract yourself all you want throughout the day, but the moment that you need to be quiet is when all this information starts coming up and it needs to be addressed. And this is Spirit's way of saying, we're trying to tell you, release it onto us. Like, this is not your burden to carry. These are not your worries to be bothered with. Like, live your life and give these resistances up to us. Any regret, fear, like, just let it drop away. That's what they're saying. Just let it drop away. Hey, Jameson. But release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to angels, because your worry is unnecessary. If there is communication, like maybe you want to speak up and be honest about how things went in the past, or why you are the way you are, and the things that you've been holding on to due to heartbreak, due to trauma, or fear in general. I feel like this is more of things that you have done in order to protect yourself, or coming back up for reflection to teach you there is a better way. Okay. Hey, Cecilia. No, I am still on general energy, but they're telling you that it's okay. It's okay to drop these worries. It's okay to drop this fear. And it's now time to move on into a better way of processing and assessing your environment and your emotions. Okay. You don't have to know all the answers and so analytically dissect everything in your life. Like, sometimes it's okay to just feel. It's okay to not understand where those feelings are coming from. It's just a matter that you honor them and you respect them for what they are. Okay. Even if it is fear. And that's where the work really comes in. First off, listen, any negative emotion is tied to some sort of fear. So first you have to figure out, what are you feeling, right? And if you just sit with yourself and say, okay, when I'm, having all these emotions hit me, what exactly am I feeling? Well, what do those feelings remind me of? If I ask myself, let's go to the very first memory that I felt that way, right? Let's go to the root of the issue. What is the first thing that comes up for you? Usually it's something from your childhood. Usually it's something due to the relationships in your life or people that you trusted, right? And this is where that work comes in. And no, it's not always pretty, but man, that release that you get from bringing light to the situation and accepting it and sending it off, transmuting it with love, that's where the beauty happens. And that's what we all need to learn to do, is in those moments saying, I didn't have control then, but I have control now, and I transmute you. I send you off with love. I bid you a good day. This fear doesn't exist in my life anymore because I don't allow it. And I choose to follow my heart and whatever my heart's desire is instead of this. I refuse to live in fear anymore. Okay? So let's see what energy you are working with, because that's all your past energy and what's been blocking you. So let's see. Yeah, you just speak. You speak your truth. No matter how blunt it is, no matter, how it comes through, it's just speaking your truth in everything that you're experiencing. Um, you know, it's like finally believing in your own voice and the words that are coming out of your mouth and the way that you're processing spirit's messages, because you finally accepted the wisdom that they're bestowing upon you. It's like all this information has been dropping into you and you're like, I get it. I get it. Okay. I understand what I need to do now. I'm just going to push past that fear. I'm moving forward. I'm saying no matter what, I'm moving towards a calmer way of being, because I am speaking up. I am speaking my truth, no matter how it comes across, because I see, I feel, I understand. I know how I want to move forward now. Okay. Because I trust. I commit. I commit to spirit's guidance. I commit to this spiritual journey. I commit to removing the bullshit out of my life that has been keeping me in darkness, which is fear. Fear has a way of controlling us in that way, so we don't see how beautiful life can be. That's darkness comes in. That's why we numb. That's why we distract. You can only distract for so long. When you lay down at night, all that shit's coming up for a reason. And listen, I've been there too. I'm diligent at working and distracting myself. I will throw myself into work and, helping everyone with their stuff. But the moment that I have time to quiet, if I don't address something, it's there. And that's why, because we need quiet to process. Okay. So I'm going to put that back. What are they moving towards, Spirit? What is the collective air sign moving towards? Some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio, but you're walking into a new life. You're walking through that threshold of all the things, the self-sabotage, the, limiting beliefs and all that. Like, it is one of those things where you're just done. I'm fucking done. I'm moving into a new life. I'm saying death to the ego. Good day, sir. I choose love. I choose happiness. I choose my heart's desire. I'm speaking up for myself. I see things clearly. I forgive my past for everything that I coulda, shoulda, woulda done if it were different. It's finding your passion. It's finding your place in life and starting over from scratch. Choosing to forgive and move forward instead of constantly going back. And that's usually why we're so damn stressed, because we're focusing on things in the past we cannot control, and we're focusing on things in the future we can't control. Just enjoy your time right now. Okay? When you choose to bring gratitude, love, and peace into your existing moment, that is where you see the magic happen. And when you choose for yourself that you are tired of living in darkness, you are tired of living in fear, then you will choose to move forward. And this will be a new phase for you in general, one that you can truly work towards and feel successful at, because it's like rebuilding yourself, finding your independence and seeing all the beauty in life because you finally see the truth. You've seen beyond the darkness. You have gone inside, and you're choosing solid foundation. You're choosing committed relationships, people who actually mean something to you, that your intuition has been leading you towards. Say you've been trying to manifest the perfect partner for your life, and you're doing all this work to release your stuff, to prepare yourself. This is what it's talking about. Okay? You're preparing yourself for the next phase in your life that's going to bring more abundance. Damn. All right. So no wonder my heart was fluttering so fast. Because if anyone didn't catch it in the beginning, it's like messages, communication about what's been going on in the heart space, that like needs to be communicated, and it needs to be said. But like when it just, oh my gosh, my heart. Okay, so attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help, guys. Like, when we react, it is because we are trying to defend, we are trying to protect, right? And we react in these ways without really understanding what's going on, and we tend to end up projecting a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily belong on the other people. And that's where discernment comes into play. When we are in alignment and people start treating us badly, we don't need to judge them, because we know the truth. We know that the way that they're treating us really has nothing to do with us personally. It's because they're uncomfortable with themselves. And listen, we've been there too. I know I have projected like a fool because I was hurting, because I was lost, I was confused, and I didn't have the tools that I needed. And that's the thing. We're all just trying to do the best we can with the information we have at hand. So when you have someone that is projecting or, acting out of fear and anxiety, all these things are telling you they need help. They need understanding. They need compassion, whether you are the one to help them or not. But you also have to understand that you're not there to fix everyone. If you're there to help, you will be led there, but you can't force someone. Okay. That's where surrender happens. It is, you're there to help when you can, but if it's too big of a job for you or, too much for you to handle, then you have to admit that and be able to step away with love, right? With understanding, and understand that someone will be there to help, to take that place. Okay. So don't feel responsible for anyone. That's what I'm saying. If you have to take a step away because it's too much for you, understand that someone else will be there to take that place when you just surrender and back off. So I hope that helps. Okay. And the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. They also want me to show y'all this one. So I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So all the changes that you're going through, all the prayers that you've been saying, remember, it's not always about what you think you need. It's what's for the highest good of all. Okay. And that's the thing. Like, people be manifesting shit and don't even realize what they're really manifesting. Okay. So be aware of that. Make sure you're ready. Your vibration has to match what you are calling in. And trust me, whatever comes in will be matching your vibration. So if you aren't in the best place, then that's what you're going to get. Okay. So let's go. Who do you want to do? Libra. They want to do Libra. Okay. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the blockage? Whoa. See. Really? The 10 of Pentacles? Okay, so the Emperor just popped out. So the blockage could be, okay, a couple different things. Libra, you could be not taking enough control or responsibility around your finances or your happiness, right? Maybe you're placing too much focus on, I'll be happy when I get this raise. I'll be happy when I get that new job. I'll be happy when I get that new car. I'll be happy when I get that new house. I'll be happy when I get that whatever. There's so many ways that could go. But you also have to understand that you are responsible for your happiness. When it comes to the 10 of Pentacles, because the 9 of Swords is on the bottom. So this is something you've obviously been stressing about. But it's like, you need to be able to take authority and responsibility over those aspects of your life, whether it be your relationships, whether it be your finances, and understand that there are only so many things that you have control over. Someone else's free will is not one of them. So when it comes to your life and what it looks like, you are responsible for what you allow in it. Healthy boundaries, conscious spending when it comes to making sure that all your bills are paid on time, or, saving up for that new house or that new car, and making sure that, you do what you do, right? You place your energy and your focus wherever you need it to be in order to manifest what you want. But there are certain things that need to end and be spoken up about so you can start fresh. There's some energetic cords that need to be severed here, especially when it comes to any feelings of poverty or of lack in your life. Like, you are responsible for that. So and some of you might need to really address your relationship with money. I know I've been there too. When we look at money as strictly fear and it runs the world and all that kind of stuff, listen, the more you feel like that, the more you're going to feel in lack. So it's like, we have to get to that point where we understand, yes, it is something that, makes this world go round. We all need it to survive. but it is merely an energy exchange. We are receiving money for our services of following our passion, following our purpose. It is not just there to, slave our lives away and, feel like we're drowning in debt and can't make enough. Like if you see the energy difference, that's not where we need to be. So no matter what aspect of it is in your life, you need to make sure that you are addressing your relationship with it, your viewpoint on it, and how you are taking authority over it instead of worrying about it. Come up with a solution. Okay. So maybe you need to try some positive affirmations and get down to the root of the issue. It could even be past life stuff. Okay. So let's see what's going on in your current energy, Libra. Yeah, especially when it comes to relationships. You're definitely focused. Nine of Pentacles came back out. Okay, so some of you need to balance out your energies and find your independence. Okay, again, changing your viewpoint on what that life looks like for you, especially when it comes to having equal, balanced relationships, right? So this is about deep, soulful connections where, it's you share the same energy. Like they see you, you see them, you connect to each other, but also having your own independence and knowing that regardless of where this relationship stands, you're good. You're good. You're satisfied. Life is wonderful. It is thriving. You are not responsible or, you know, relying on anyone to create this for you. Okay. But it's also about supporting and having healthy boundaries with those in your life. Okay. So create that balance and know when to take a rest and when to be grateful for the things in your life. You have 2 tens on the board when it comes to 10 of cups and the 10 of pentacles. So I feel like there's some reflection on what all of this really means to you. Okay. So, know that your hard work will pay off, and the more that you choose to see abundance around you, the more deeper connections and experiences you are going to witness. What are they moving towards? What is Libra moving towards? Yeah, the Sun and the Hermit card. So, like, and the way I look at this, especially with the 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles, okay. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But I feel like the energies in your relationships are going to balance out to where there's more equal give and take, and you can actually work together. But overall, you're moving through some very significant changes. Again, that balance between the light and the dark, when it's going within and spreading that light everywhere, because you have finally found that happiness within, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So, you know when to take that time out for yourself, and you know when to just thrive and be, and that's what you're moving towards. Okay, so let's see what advice they have for you, Libra. That one. Okay. Yeah. I am unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Okay, that definitely sounds like Libra energy. Follow your heart. But it also says there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. And this is about standing in your own independence, Libra. Knowing that wherever you put your focus on is going to manifest, it is going to multiply, and you need to be unapologetic about your fucking truth, because there is nothing sexier than that shit. Okay, because you are finding your independence, you are finding the balance between the light and the dark. You know when to go in, you know when to shine, and you're taking authority over your life and your happiness, and that's really where it needs to be. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Let's move on to Gemini. Okay. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's the blockage for the leap of faith, please? Okay. Really? They making you work for it. Okay. So they are totally making you work for it, Gemini. Okay. So we have the Emperor on the bottom. So again, taking authority. You know, some of you could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, where, okay, some of you need to surrender. Some of you need to surrender and stand up, claim your own personal power, let go, let God. I feel like there's a different direction that someone needs to take in order to gain a more solid foundation or a steady footing in their life. But you'll know what that means for you. But it's definitely taking on that masculine energy and creating a more stable life, taking charge of any situation in your life, especially when it comes to choosing your own path and, you know, taking action on any ambitious plans. Now, that's kind of what I'm feeling here in your recent past when it comes to, you know, what the blockage is. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. But I feel like, you know, especially with the new beginning, it's the Death card and the Two of Staffs. So it's like sharing the same vision with someone. Maybe there needs to be a rebirth with someone so that you understand what was so toxic about it before, so you can move together in a new light. Okay, because the new beginnings, the Death card, is like starting completely over, starting from scratch, saying goodbye to the ego and the pride and the fear, which is also represented in the Two of Staffs, you know. So maybe this was a thing of not being able to let go of a situation so you can see things clearly of where that toxicity was actually coming from so that you can move forward in a more healthy fashion, because you can't move forward with the Two of Staffs until you make a decision, and that's obviously to let go of something, whatever that means. It's like, you know, releasing and allowing things to take its natural course. Quit trying to force it. Quit trying to control the situation. And it's also about forgiving, finding your purpose. And, you know, maybe you've been avoiding making this decision because you're so scared, but what they're telling you is that you're going to be successful. Some of you are dealing with the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, or not Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But what I'm really seeing is about being finding your passion. Okay, they're bringing me back to find your passion. So, you know, once you make this decision to let go and just trust, right? Understand where the toxicity or where the resistance was coming from will obviously lead you to a more successful way of being, because then you're going to have more energy. You're going to be more brave when it comes to taking on new opportunities and going after what you want. You're ready to follow that passion. You have made that decision. You're already feeling successful once you make that decision for yourself. Okay. And they're telling you, congratulations, because there's something within your past that needs to be addressed. Okay. We have the Six of Cups here with the King of Pentacles. So some of you could just, you know, be making a successful decision to stand up to something in your past. That could be an earth sign, or it could be going back to a child like dream of yours, right? And following a new passion, or following the passion of what it was when you were younger, like what really got you inspired, and know that you have what it takes to make this succeed, especially if it's a business opportunity or a business idea, right? The King of Pentacles can turn anything that he wants into gold. Anything that he touches will be successful. And so they're telling you, if there is something from your past that you have been avoiding, like releasing something, when you make that decision, it's going to lead you to a new opportunity to it. I've been noticing this a lot too. Like the more release that I do and the more that I just accept things for what they are, there are things that were from like forever ago that are coming back around full circle when it comes to, you know, things that I wanted to do with my life or my career, and all these different ideas that I had that I didn't actually act upon before are coming back around. So that could also be something too that's just making you feel like a kid again. It's making you really excited and very hopeful for your future. And now that you have this creative idea, you're just having a lot more confidence within yourself, because now you know what you want to do with your life, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's see what you're moving towards. Two of Cups. So someone finally shares, okay, so once you release this situation and you release that attachment and you understand where that toxicity and where that resistance is coming from, you move into your passion, move into your purpose, right? Because this one's about coming to that agreement of, you know, how to move forward. You can't move forward until you share the same vision, right? Well, once you let go and you focus on your purpose, that's when y'all begin to share the same vision, because you both need to move into purpose. I feel like this is like that power couple where you really allow things to come full circle. Again, coming full circle. When you think that it is done or gone, it's not, and it comes back around because it's meant for you. And it's just about realigning. They're telling you it's time to realign. So take that time for yourself, get some rest. You will know when to act. You will know when to celebrate. If there's an opportunity that comes up for you to celebrate things balancing out or investing in something, go for it. Understand that, yes, there were things that didn't work out in the past, but that has nothing to do with it right now, okay? So speak your truth. Know what you want. Go after what you want. And when that opportunity arises, you will have enough truth and clarity to act upon it wholeheartedly, okay? Whatever that means for you. So let's see what advice they have for Gemini. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So I honor how I want to feel. Okay. Hi, lovely Lana. Oh, thank you. Well, I am so glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jessica, and this is my channel. So we're so glad to have you here. And yeah, check out any of the sun, moon, and rising videos too if you want, because if this doesn't resonate, one of your other signs might. But we are on Gemini right now. So honor how you want to feel, Gemini. Okay. So this is about honoring those emotions, honoring your path, honoring everything in your life and all the decisions that you have made that have led you to this point where you have truly found your purpose and your mission in life. And everything that you're feeling about your relationships and your connections will make sense later if it doesn't right now. Okay. But when you let go of the shadow of the past, by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So maybe there's someone in your life that you are having some sort of feelings about, and you're not seeing them, you're seeing them. You're seeing the truth of the situation, okay? And it's because you're choosing to see more with love than trying to figure it out with your analytical mind, trying to decipher and, come up with all these answers. Hey, Danny, we're on Gemini right now. But it's about seeing past that fear, past that conditioning, and seeing someone for what it really is. And it's not until you take that step back that you really see the truth of the matter, okay? I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. And it's because this person or situation has come into your life that has really made you see, how fear can control and manipulate us to staying in the darkness. But when we choose love, when we choose to realign, then we can see that it's our choice to do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. And the more conscious and aware we are, the more chance we have at actually enjoying and embracing our life and the connections within it. Okay? So I hope that helps, y'all. Let's see. We are on Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see. What is the blockage for Aquarius? Love you too, Robert. Hope. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm glad that it resonated with you. Okay. So let's see. Aquarius. Okay. Hold on, guys. I don't know why I'm acting so weird right now. Don't judge me. I feel like super weird and giddy right now. Oh, why? Okay. I wonder if this is where that energy was coming in. Taming the beast. Okay. Having strength and desire to move forward with something that you have been blocking yourself from because you're avoiding truth. You're avoiding truth. You're avoiding your truth because you're being led to something. You're being asked to take a different path. We'll get into that, okay? These are general readings. If you have any questions about tarot, you can always email me or post in the comments later, but I don't want to get too off track because these messages can already get so long. So let's see, what is Aquarius moving towards? What's that leap of faith, y'all? Give us something good for Aquarius. I'll always root for my Aquarius. Okay. I'd be your biggest cheerleader. Okay. Woo! Okay. All right. Aquarius. Damn. So, let's get into this. All right. Start with your overall energy first. All right. We have the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God. Woo! The Divine Guidance, the Hierophant, and the Lovers. Okay. Yes, it means something good. Listen, y'all. Aquarius, you have a decision to make. Okay. You have a decision to make. And it's about releasing yourself from the burdens. I'm so nosy, y'all. Okay. You have to listen to your intuition, guys. Okay. This is a time to break free of any energy that is keeping you held in old patterns or old self-sabotaging belief systems, all that kind of stuff. Because listen, There's a new opportunity. Hold on. Let me get these back in order so I can tell the correct storyline. Okay. So with the Ace of Cups, it means that there is a new sense of self-love, a new sense of love in general, where your cup literally is overflowing. Your heart is full. There is something that is speaking to you on a very emotional level, okay? Something that you feel like you can truly build and have a great, stable life with. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or maybe this is talking about a love for your career where you truly want to work towards something and make sure that it is everything that you have dreamed of. And they're saying that this opportunity is very tangible. It is within your reach if you want to reach for it. And, they're telling you it is your lucky day. New resources of money, time, and support, a change in job or promotion is for you, but especially with the Lovers and the Divine Guidance card, this is soulmate, twin flame energy, that there is commitment, okay? There is commitment to this journey, and when I get into it more, you will see I got you, okay? But this is saying like your heart knows the answer and you need to listen to your heart, okay? Because there's been a lot of fear and a lot of shit coming up with all these retrogrades, but your heart is finally seeing the truth, okay? Your heart is finally seeing the truth, and you know where you have been blocking yourself. So what has been blocking you is this connection. I feel like it scares the shit out of you, Aquarius, which totally understandable, especially if we are talking about the twin, okay? But it's like knowing that if you make this decision, you're settled, you're in, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you weren't ready for it before. But there's definitely someone in your life that is pulling on your heartstrings, and it's saying that maybe you just bought a new home, or maybe you got to this point where you're scared to let go of your old foundation of how you used to live your life or how you used to see your life, and now all these things are coming up to teach you that there are better ways or there are more opportunities to see life differently, and you're scared to let go of that, right? It's all this conditioning that have built these walls, and now there's an opportunity to let these walls go and start a new one, and you're just not sure about that. It could also be telling you that you kind of need to consider what those relationships look like in your life. How do you feel about marriage? How do you feel about kids? How do you feel about having that commitment with a soul partner? Are you just looking for someone who's having a good time, or are you looking for someone who you can count on, that you can trust, that you can build with? Right? Those kind of things. And it's about reassessing what all those things mean to you. So moving into your current energy, you have the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Leap of Faith. So it's like being clear and honest how you have been blocking yourself from these things and allowing these proper relationships or, new ways of being into your life, because now that you have that truth and you can speak that truth, you see that truth. The Nine of Staffs, usually he's a wounded warrior. He's been through a lot of shit. He has been heartbroken. He's been stepped on. He's been through the battles. He knows what it takes to drag himself through the mud, okay? So of course he has these walls up. He's ready. He's saying, I don't know about you, you only let people so close. And they're telling you, take a leap of faith at letting these walls down. Okay, you can see clearly that you have these walls, or that there are certain things blocking you where you feel defensive towards certain things or this new beginning, right? So It's saying that if this person is tugging at your heartstrings, or the situation's tugging at your heartstrings, and you are ready for some sort of transformation, even if you don't know what that transformation is yet, you just simply have to let go and let things be and listen to what your heart is telling you. Believe in yourself, do what gives you joy, and listen to your heart, because your heart knows the truth. Your heart knows the truth, okay? You know what to cut out, you know what to embrace, and you need to clear up communication if there's any communication problems with this, okay? So yes. So yeah, just keep an open mind and understand, like, if you got to be clear on what that means for you. So if you have that promotion, even if it's a commute, we're leaving a toxic workspace, it's worth that commute. You know what I'm saying? So do what you got to do. But moving into your energy, like, what are you moving towards? There's energy that is being balanced out, or justice that is being served, especially when it comes to maybe an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, where this has been a long time coming. Okay, they're finally balancing out. The 8, things are coming back around, where things once were out of balance and took a long time. It took that time for the scales to balance out, and justice will be served. Karma is going to balance out, and anything that needs to end will be done. Like, it'll just be done. So you got to do whatever you feel like you need to do in that moment to go after what you really want, because look, she's showering gold at his feet. He might have taken a long time, but the Knight of Pentacles always gets what he wants, whether you were male or female. Okay, listen, it's taking those slow but diligent steps. And I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort, amid the change, right? Like, the different phases of the moon, the different phases in seasons, it's all there for a reason. And with each seasonal change, with each phase, we learn something new. We are able to grow and expand into it. And it's like, even though change is not comfortable, it is usually worth it. And I know that now. I used to be terrified of change, and I was always scared that no matter what I put my energy into would, I wanted to know that it was going to work, but it doesn't work like that. And we have to be okay with whatever it looks like, right? So the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. If you want a sign, ask for a sign and just let go. Just let go. If there is a certain situation, like, okay, your job interview, if you want the answer, tell spirit, let me see a clear sign that this is the job for me, right? And you will get your sign. If you don't, then it's not meant for you. If it takes, a bunch of BS, then it's there. That resistance is there for a reason. Now, if the sign comes up and you're like, oh, well, maybe I should get another one just to be sure, then you were questioning, right? But if you ask for a clear sign, which I said in the video this morning, send me a dragonfly, send me this, send me a clear sign that I know this is what I am meant to do. Okay? But listen, if you already know, you already know what you need to do, but you continue to question it, then you are not allowing the universe to work in your favor. That is why we need to surrender and understand that everything is happening in divine timing and perfect order, and everything that we are going through is teaching us what we need to know in order to be the best version of ourselves. So there is no reason for beating yourself up. There is no reason for placing blame or judgment on you or anyone else, and just trying to go with the flow and understanding where you have been holding yourself back. Understand that you are worth it, that it's okay to let down these walls, and that it's okay for things to come full circle for you. Okay? And remember to have some fucking fun, man. the universe works when you're having fun. So energy flows where my intention goes. Amen to that. If you let fear take over, you are going to see nothing but fear. So make wise decisions. Okay. So I hope that helps everyone. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a personal reading, but you would like to support the channel, there is a donation link down below. I appreciate everyone who has supported this channel so far. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you to my awesome Vibe Tribe for being so amazing and constantly showering me with your love and support. And to all of my new subscribers, welcome. Thank you for being here. And watch the ride, man. Go with the flow. We have an amazing community here, and we are all so supportive, and we are always looking for beautiful souls that want to grow and evolve with us, and that is what we are here for. So if you need that support, we are here for you. So yeah, with that being said, if you like these videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, drop me a comment, let me know how this resonates with you. And if you need anything, all of my information will be down below in the description box. So I wish y'all the best of luck. Take care of yourselves and listen to your soul. Okay. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.